We have a question that came in from Jamie. Jamie, thanks so much for writing it. She writes, my 14-year-old daughter has anorexia. How as a mother can I release the fear and love her so much that she feels worthy? She has expressed to me before that she doesn't believe she deserves goodness and love.
Okay. So I'm just listening to see what I want. I'm going to channel this. I'm listening to see where I tune in. Okay. So we'll go to, you said the mom's name is Jamie, is that right?
Yes.
Or is that the daughter's name? Okay. So Jamie, I'm going to channel your higher self. We can definitely channel the higher self of your daughter, but for the purpose of this particular gathering, we're going to go to your soul. Grace. Grace is the word that comes to me very powerfully right now. It is a good time for me to redefine it. I want multiple definitions of this word that seems to have been seared on my heart. I need to find grace. I need to embody grace. I need to live in grace. I need to breathe grace. I need to pray for grace. I need to relax into grace. For what I am doing with this beautiful being, with this precious beloved of mine, and yes, I do consider her to be absolutely mine, is a difficult walk indeed, and is full of landmines. It feels like every word out of my mouth feels like it could explode into sharp pieces that might puncture or harm her. And I am already so kind with my words, so careful with my words. And yet I also know that I cannot always find or select the perfect words for what it is she needs to hear. So this is why I request grace. This is why I pray for grace. For in the pause before I respond, before I communicate, before I engage, I will leave room and space for grace to bless the exchange so that I am given whatever is necessary to provide healing. And here is what's important. Oftentimes, all she is needing is my silent presence. Oftentimes, all she is needing is an opportunity to hear what is true for her over the noise of what is not true for her that seems to be on replay more often than not. Most of what she needs are opportunities to be in quiet retreat, but not alone. It is best for me to be close in presence to her, physically, proximally, emotionally, spiritually. So here are some ideas to experiment with that will definitely strike her intrigue, and eventually she may even choose to engage and play with these tools. Number one, cards. Cards are fascinating, so interesting, and there are decks for every possible topic. And so first I will choose card decks. These are like oracle cards that I'm seeing. Card decks with totally irrelevant topics, things that have absolutely nothing to do with her or her life or her interests. Why would I waste my money on such a thing, says my logical mind. Oh, because we are breaking our way through here. We want to laugh about things first. We want to mock things. We want to break up the energy of intensity. And in order to do so, we go to the ridiculous. So I'm going to find the most ridiculous card decks that I can find. And if we do nothing else but mock them and poke fun at some of the statements or artistry, that will be okay. It may not feel like the astute thing to do, but it will certainly be okay. And secondly, I will in secret and in a clandestine sort of way continue to clear her living space, her room space, and invoke all the presence of the highest loving beings to lift and carry out those difficult, self-deprecating, self-diminishing thoughts that are on replay. I will do this only in her absence and only under the protective presence of my own guides and those that I call forward for her. And while I'm at it, I will hide some trinkets some treasures in important places, healing stones, elemental aspects of the earth, so that she can receive the benefit of energy having a place other than her own psyche to land and to plague her. And every so often, I will clear these trinkets in the moonlight, and perhaps at one point in time she may discover what I am up to, and we will have a great fun conversation around that. How ridiculous it is, how silly it is, but oh so how effective. And so, and finally, what I would remind myself is that ultimately this is not my journey. It is very hard to admit that, for my thinking mind can come up with lots of different ways to point a finger of blame, sometimes even circulating that blame towards myself, but that is not accurate, and that is not useful, and that will not serve. And so as often as I can see her as a whole and full and complete being, and as often as I can see her moving through this with her own sourcing and with her own grace and with her own developing of self-trust and self-love, then everything I do in service to all of that within myself will immediately permeate the space that she observes that I carry, the energy that she observes that I carry, and then she can have yet another choice, yet another option, in addition to what she is currently choosing. I am made for this. Of this, I am certain.
Wow. Well, Jamie writes, so amazing. Tears flowing. My daughter's middle name is Grace.
Wow. Oh, chills.
Shiloh Grace. Shiloh Grace. Wow.